Hello world, welcome back to the Razor RC. We got a brand new radio we're going to be taking a look at. This is the Flysky Noble NB4 Plus. So this is a brand new radio from Flysky. Just came out like today. Sells for $299.99 here in the US. Does come also in this little cardboard box, which is kind of nice as well. And is a revision or an update to the regular NB4. So I do have one of those as well. This is my standard Flysky NB4, as you can see there. And yeah, they did make some changes. So they did increase the price as well. This sells for $299. The old one was $269.99 here in the US, although it was actually tend to sell for a little bit cheaper online. Nice little cardboard cover there. Hologram graphics, huge sticker sheet as well, so you can show off your Flysky love or support. Here's the radio itself. So visually looks very similar to the old one. I don't see a ton of changes cosmetically. Dials, knobs, even the font and everything looks very similar. Does of course come with the base plate, which is a separate additional battery pack, 4,300 milliamp hours, just like the old one, as you can see there. So they did make one little change there. It is USB-C plug instead of the old, what is this, mini USB or micro USB on the old base plate. But yeah, let's plug this thing in, snap it into place. As before, you do have the reversible steering wheel, so if you're left-handed, I would say this is probably the best radio on the market. You can flip it to the right, you can change the angle, all that kind of stuff. They did change the wheel as well. The old one had kind of a simple aluminum machined wheel with a nice little foam wheel. This one's got the brake calipers. I think is it aluminum? Yeah, I think it's aluminum as well. Looks like it's been machined and beveled there as well. The foam wheel feels really good. Very firm feeling steering wheel, so if you're into that, this definitely has that. Here is the additional stuff. So it does come with a couple of different receivers. There's a little one. I think it's like a 4-channel or 5-channel receiver. Comes with a battery cable as well for charging. Different grip, so I guess you can now change the grip out on the old one versus the new one. So this feels like a little bit of a skinnier grip to me. And then what are these guys? Looks like little triggers, so you can adjust the trigger. Pretty cool. Different springs, so you can adjust the spring tension. Quick start guide. Looks like a little screen protector as well, so that's kind of nice. And yeah, that's what comes in the box. So this version does not have any additional, FGR 4S receivers or anything like that. But yeah, here's the interface. It is black now. Does seem maybe a little bit brighter. Hard to say. They said it was supposed to look a little better in sunlight. It does look a little brighter, I would say, compared to the old one. Okay, here's a quick look at the radios side by side. I do have them all the way up on max brightness on both. Yeah, I would say that the new one definitely looks a little brighter than the old one. The old one definitely a little bit harder to see, especially in sunlight. It gets washed out, that white screen, for whatever reason. I don't know if it's brightness or contrast, but it definitely is much harder to see. Indoors here, it's not too bad, but yeah, this is something that it looks like they improved on. We'll go through the menus real quick so you can see reversing, endpoint adjustments, sub trim, steering dual rate, throttle dual rate, expo, ABS. They did change a little bit. Now they've got timer, so it'll be interesting to see if they moved ABS to somewhere else. The sign is the same, model. Name is a little bit different. I don't see, you can change the names of the channels, so that's pretty cool. So rather than just channel 3 and 4, you can name them something else. Models probably the same, different models, different names. Yeah, everything looks pretty much the same as before. You got receiver set. Here they do have sensor on the new radio, so I think this is something they've changed. This looks like probably all your telemetry stuff you can make adjustments to. We'll have to see altitude set as well, so that's pretty interesting. I guess for your telemetry, maybe you could have like GPS sensors or something. Channel speed. Another thing you'll notice is there's actually 3 menus on the new one, only 2 on the old one, so they definitely added a couple things. Let's scroll over to the next screen here. So they got mixes and mixes over there, channel speed as before. ABS has been moved to the second screen. Throttle mid, throttle neutral, throttle curve. So they got 3 different throttle adjustments, whereas the old one just had a throttle curve, so that is a little bit different. Let's just look and see what's inside these menus. Oh, interesting. So you can, looks like, adjust the throttle. I would guess it would be trim. Yeah, I guess it's like a throttle trim adjustment. Interesting. Throttle neutral. Okay, so this is going to be kind of like your expo effect. You can change dead zone on throttle. You would normally want to run 0%. If this kind of radio, I think that's totally fine. You can switch it or reverse it, I guess, for backward. The old one, yeah, they didn't have that, so interesting. Idle up, engine cutout, cruise looks the same. They have the boat mode display, and then they also have SVC here. So I don't know if the other ones had SVC. There's no SVC option. Definitely some of the Flysky radios have SVC or stability control, but it looks like they have adjustment there if you have the right receiver. And then finally, they got a few different things. I guess you can go trainer mode, iBus 2 adjustments, and then a little help, and then you can see the little car logo there on the bottom. So yeah, that's a quick look at the 2 radios side by side. You know, hardware wise, they look very similar. I don't think there's any performance improvements in these things. I did have a video on the Noble NB4 where, you know, I noted some, you know, basically like a little dead spot or off neutral, negative expo, and then Flysky actually did reach out to me and said they did find something. So I think that has been fixed in the latest firmware. I definitely can't find it at all now with the latest firmware updates. So I would assume the Noble NB4 Plus already has all those adjustments, you know, already made to the firmware. So yeah, nice looking radio. I mean, it's $30 more. Display is better. They do have more options, so it's not just a cosmetic or screen adjustment. And then, yeah, it's definitely much brighter as before. So this should work a lot better outdoors especially. So anyways, a quick look at the Flysky Noble NB4 Plus. We will be testing this as well. Don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe buttons. Look for more videos soon. Thanks for watching.